Hi guys, my name's Riley and today we're watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4, Episode 10. Yay. First of all, I want to show off my shirt. I completely forgot that I had this shirt, and once I saw it, I was like, why have I not worn this for a Buffy reaction yet? It's, here, look at it. And then, I got this a really long time ago. How am I going to do this? Oh god. Can you see it? It says Santa Carla Vampires if you can't see it. And yes, I've seen The Lost Boys about 5 trillion billion times. That's why I got this shirt in the first place. But I was like, this is literally the perfect shirt to wear for Buffy. Out of all the shirts that you have, this is perfect. So why this never came to my mind, I do not know. Last time on Buffy was episode 9. Which was, hold on, I need to refresh my brain. I just looked at my post for episode 9 to refresh my brain, and once I saw the screenshot I took, I immediately remembered. How could I forget that episode? That was a really, really funny episode. I think if I ever do like a rewatch, I know people want to see like a drunk rewatch or something, that's going to be an episode I want to do a drunk rewatch to. Just for a quick recap, Willow was feeling depressed and sad still about Oz, understandably so, and she felt like her friends weren't listening to her, or like were just tolerating her, were annoyed by her, which to some extent I guess they were, but I feel like most of it was in her head and she was kind of taking out her anger for Oz on them a little bit, but like not on purpose. And she ended up doing a spell which made whatever she said come true without her realizing it. So she said that Giles couldn't see and then he lost his vision. She said that Buffy and Spike would find each other in 2 seconds, and they did. And then she said Buffy and Spike should get married, and they were going to. They were engaged. The best part of the episode. And then she also said that Xander was a demon magnet, and a bunch of demons came after him. So now we're on episode 10. I'm not sure what's gonna happen in this episode. I feel like the last episode was kind of like a one-off episode. We didn't get much more information about like what's going on with the lab thing, the military thing that Spike was in, that the other Riley and his 2 friends and the professor, they all work for that. We haven't got more information on that, I don't think. We did run into the other Riley in the last episode, and he thought that Buffy was gonna get married, but then it got fixed at the end, and they had a really cute moment at the end, so I'm hoping we get to see more of those 2. I would love to just see a nice love relationship between 2 people where the other person doesn't die before things can even get started. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and jump into episode 10. I have a Patreon open. We're several episodes ahead on there, and there'll be full unedited reactions. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can check out the link in the pinned comment or the description. Ready? Oh, she picked him to do, what is this, this is an example of making out. Oh, this has to be a dream, right? Because, I mean, oh yeah, this is definitely a dream. Did you hear that? Excuse me? Oh. Oh.
See you on Monday for a final review.
What the hell was that?
So I'll see you after Wicca group. Okay. Bye. Bye.
Oh, she's still going to that Wicca group?
Did I appear at all in this dream?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Her disguise.
What do I mean to you?
We spend... We'll talk about it later.
Oh, I think they should talk about it.
I don't. All you care about is lots of orgasms.
God, maybe not here.
I need you to take Spike for a few days. What?
What?
I'm not staying with him. I have a friend who's coming to town, and I'd like us to be alone.
Oh, you mean an orgasm friend?
Yes, that's exactly
An
what I was
orgasm friend.
The wolf
Oh,
outside,
is this
the
the
waterfall of power,
Wicca
to the blackest
thing?
heart.
There's also other stuff that we might show an interest in. There's the wacky notion of spells. Oh yeah,
Then we could all get on our broomsticks and fly around on our broomsticks.
You know,
Oh, so this is a bus.
Maybe we could.
Yeah. Tara, guys,
Sorry about that.
do you have a suggestion?
Okay, let's talk about the.
Why are they being so mean to that girl?
Every time we talk, I have to lie. A Slayer thing comes up one way or another.
But he could know.
Wish I
I
could
know
just-
you don't know that, but he could.
You can't. Yeah, I know I can't.
Ah, you both can.
Buffy's special. You think she's special? Wow. First 486 times you told me it didn't register, but now I see that you think she's special.
Oh my god. He must talk about her a lot. This.
Sand, don't you care about me? Shut up. We never talk. Shut up. Olivia. Sorry I'm so late. The flight was a horror.
Is this his orgasm friend? Was she in an episode? I think I remember. She was with Giles when Buffy came in. What the fuck is going on? What the hell? Isn't that Willow and Buff? What are they taking? Looks like souls or life force. I don't know. I'm scared. I don't want to see. What the fuck is that? Something happened last night, guys. Wait, was that their voices? I can actually read their lips really well. To take everybody's? Oh god. Well, at least you don't have to hear Spike making fun of you. How would he do it? I would to everybody, even the military guys. Kai was like, oh crap.
Accepted. Unauthorized beings. Override code incorrect.
He doesn't know it. It's like gas. Okay, I was gonna say they're not gonna do anything to him. Yes. Oh. She's so cute. Yes.
Sunnydale, California. Apparently the entire town has been quarantined due to an epidemic of, as strange as this
Quarantine,
may
wow.
sound, laryngitis. It seems the town
Laryngitis?
Sunnydale has effectively shut down all schools and businesses. will
This
be
sounds
closed for the
familiar.
time being.
Oh, there's a scuffle. Oh, it's the other Riley. Aww. We probably haven't seen each other since this whole thing happened. Oh, that was a good kiss. They levitate or float or whatever. This, oh my god, look at them. This is straight out of nightmares. Like, this is straight out of someone's nightmare. Girl, the music doesn't sound good, so please be careful. You just got here. Oh my god, that's so creepy. Oh my god. But what are they doing though? That's something we haven't figured out. I'm gonna be talking to myself all night, just double checking. I still got a voice. Who's that? Who's in that room? Who's in that room? Do we know? Oh my god, can you imagine? Oh my god, I'm gonna have a nightmare about this. Is that a knife? Oh my god. Oh, I don't like it. Stop. He said stop. She did see it. That will be really helpful, won't it? That's actually a really good drawing. Fairy tales? I love fairy tales. Don't get me started. Fairy tale monsters. Do they want? I don't know. Yes, they want boobs. Hearts? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Ah, that's what was in the little thingy. They need 7. They have at least 2. Good question. Asking the right question. Stop. The Francis Scream was and they all died. Oh. Only a real human voice. Oh. So you can't use recording. Is he out patrolling too? Okay. Get it all. Willow? It's the, I don't even say her name. So the blonde girl, that's what I'll call her. Maybe she has something to do with what's going on. Oh, but please be careful. I hear some. Oh my god, behind you. Oh my god, no. This is just so scary. Run. Well, no one's gonna open now because of the murder or whatever. Yes, you found her. Careful. They're probably close, but oh my god. Oh. Okay, well at least she's on the same floor. I don't know if it's a better idea to run or to run back in the room and barricade the door or something. I don't really know. Ugh, look at them all running around. Wait, isn't the other Riley in here too? Didn't she just come in the same building he's in? Am I crazy? Oh my god. No way. He thinks that he bit her or something, right? Well, I guess it's a sweet moment for them. Okay, out of the fun times into the scary times. Oh, she's trying to Wicca move it. Is she one too? Okay, she can do spells too? Yeah? Maybe? Yeah! That's why they focus on her, right? Alright, they need to get their voices back so that she can scream. That box was in her dream! I forgot. Oh, I bet you that's how you get the voices back. He was close. Ah, that's okay, that makes sense. Ew.
I thought maybe we could do a spell. Make people talk again.
Ah, that makes sense.
The group's going awry. Friends in danger. I'm definitely nothing special. No, you are.
Aw.
So would you say this was,
Aw.
I guess we have to talk.
Yeah? So who's gonna go first? Oh my god, really? Okay, so that was episode 10 of season 4 of Buffy. I almost said of Buffy, but that's not right. But holy crap. I loved this episode. It was so good, like, and different. I don't think like I said while I was watching it, I don't think I've ever seen a TV show do an episode where, like, there's no dialogue at all. I can't think of one. Maybe there is, but I'm sure they got inspiration from this. I don't know, but it was really cool. You would think that something like that would make it really hard to, like, follow along because the characters can't say anything, but it was super easy to follow along and extremely easy to understand what they were, like, communicating, what they were saying, either because their enunciating was really good, like I could read their lips really well, or their actions, I don't know, it just worked out really well. On top of that, a big reveal happened, not for us, but for Buffy and the other Riley. Now, I mean, the episode ended with them, like, about to talk about it, and they didn't, so I don't know if they exactly know what each other are. Like, I'm sure Buffy doesn't know that he's like a military guy that works in hunting demons. And I don't know if he would know what Buffy is. I don't know. But that was huge. I've been waiting for this moment because now that they know, well, at least I assume they're about to tell each other, like, everything. Well, they can help each other, you know what I'm saying? Even in these past few episodes with with them not knowing about each other. They still have a run into each other, at least once that I can think of on the top of my head, during like work or whatever you want to call it, like during her patrolling or looking around, and during his patrolling. I don't know what else they would call it, but so they've run into each other before during their working hours, and it would make things so much easier for the both of them if they ran into each other and they just helped each other out. Maybe they're going for the same thing sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be, well, I hope it's gonna be all good. I'm excited to see where this conversation goes. I wanted this reveal to happen, and now I can't believe it happened. So Buffy got a creepy ass dream at the beginning. I was very confused. I was like, why is this teacher making the students make out with each other in front of the class? But then it turned out it was a dream, which makes more sense. It was totally like Freddy Krueger. I don't remember which Nightmare on Elm Streets I've seen because I was really, really young, but I do remember there being one where all I remember is there's like this house. I guess the girl was dreaming and she ended up in front of this house, this old decrepit house, and there was like kids in the front yard riding little tricycles and playing and being like, 1, 2, Fred. You know the song. Everybody knows the song. I don't even want to sing it, but that's what it reminded me of. And then there was Buffy and the other Riley like kind of flirting with each other, and clearly they both had to patrol that night and they couldn't hang out, but they didn't want to tell each other, but now they both know. Spike, I completely forgot that Spike was staying at Giles's house. He's still hilarious. I really like him being there with them. He adds like another comedic like layer. I'm not good with wording, but he adds another more comedy to the episodes, at least so far, the ones that he's been in like with them. Then we had Xander and Anya were having an argument about Anya thinking that Xander doesn't take her seriously or take their relationship seriously or even see them as being in a relationship. I think that's what she was getting at. And Xander didn't really respond to, just like, we'll talk about it later. But then later on in the episode, when he thought Spike had bitten Anya, he like was so pissed off and he was starting to beat the crap out of him. And then they played that dramatic music once he realized that Anya was alive, and they kissed and hugged and stuff. I think maybe that thinking Anya was hurt or dead made him maybe hopefully realize that he cares about her a lot more than he thought. Maybe. Hopefully. I mean, they didn't really show us anything after that with those two to like clarify that, but I get that kind of vibe from that scene. I could be reaching or wishful thinking. Oh, and then finally we got to see Willow in her Wicca group. Like I said, I know they mentioned it before because I said I wanted to see it, but I just can't remember when they did. But they finally showed it and they sucked. Except for that one girl, they sucked. They were talking about like candles and they basically weren't doing anything witch-like. Like actual witch, like they weren't actually into doing spells and like actual witch stuff. They were more into like the non-supernatural version of what a witch or a Wicca is. You know what I mean? They looked like they were like meditating, or I don't know what they were doing at the beginning. They were talking to God of something. Who knows? Maybe they were praying. I don't really know what they were doing. I think that's the point. They were just doing things. You know what I mean? Doing witch-like things. So it was kind of a bust. But they kind of got on my nerves a little bit. They were being really mean to that girl. I don't know if they said her name. I might have been talking. But she was like trying to speak up or something, and they were like, oh yeah? What do you have to say? Like, you want to say that again? I can't remember what she said. But she was so mean. I was like, okay, bitch. The girl seemed just like shy. Like she just didn't want, like, you know what I mean? She was looking down. She looked shy, and they were just so mean to her. But anyway, she ended up being friends with Willow, so we'll talk about that later. But at least that happened. I love how throughout the episode they were like talking about how Buffy and the other Riley can't tell their secret to the other person. They were like hinting at that throughout the episode, and then this is the episode where it gets revealed. Oh yeah, and then they had Spike go stay with Xander because Giles was bringing over Olivia, which I think we've seen her like one time before in the early episodes of this season, but I just cannot remember what happened. I just remember seeing her face with Giles. I really liked the scene with Xander and Spike just annoying him while he's trying to go to sleep. I feel like those two would make a really good like comedic duo, if that makes sense. I feel like they would bounce off each other well, like in a you're annoying me kind of way. I don't know, they're just funny. They're both funny separately, so I feel like they'd be funny with like together, if that makes sense. And then we saw those creepy things. I don't remember what they said they were called. The gentlemen, that's what they said. Those monsters were probably the creepiest things I've seen on this show, for real. Maybe even on any TV show. I mean, I'm not good at recalling things, so maybe there's something else out there that creeped me out more, but this definitely is at the top of the list. The character design was really good, but terrifying. Honestly, it was genius because it looked like it came straight out of a nightmare. Like, I would have a nightmare about this. That's why I'm predicting that I'm gonna have a nightmare about this. But like the smile, like the fact that their faces are in like a permanent big smile, like they don't make any other facial expression, that just makes them like a million times creepier. Like that, I think that's what does it. It's the look on their face. Seeing that thing float into the room from like the perspective, the camera was like at the perspective of that boy laying in bed, and then seeing the thing float into your room like towards you, I really think I would have a heart attack on the spot. I would just die of fear. Like, I don't know. It was just terrifying to look at. And then the scene of them floating down the street together, I'm telling you, I swear to God, somebody had a nightmare, and these things popped up in their nightmare, and they're like, I have a new idea for a Buffy episode. Definitely want to put this monster at the top of like my favorite monsters, or the creepiest monsters, or something like that. They were good. They were terrifying. Okay, and then we got to them losing their voices. I think I already said this at the beginning, but that was such a cool idea. Like, I'm trying to see how long. The majority of the episode was all like silent, like no talking. That must have been really hard to do, to like make and to act. Wow, I'm impressed. The monsters and the no speaking thing were probably like my two favorite like aspects or parts of this episode. I don't even know. This was just a really good one. It's one of those ones that it's so good I don't really know what to say besides, wow, I liked this. This was good. Oh, I liked this too. That was good. So they showed the blonde girl, or the Wicca girl. They showed a scene of her like walking around during the middle of the episode, and then she obviously popped up again at the end. So I thought maybe that she had something to do with the gentleman. That's what they called them, right? Being here. I didn't think that she necessarily was like bad and like purposefully trying to hurt people. I thought maybe what was going on was that she like accidentally summoned them somehow. Maybe because they were in a Wicca group, like she accidentally tried a spell or something. I thought that was gonna be the thing, but no. They're just here for hearts. The whole town was in quarantine, which makes sense because I'm sure they couldn't figure out why no one had a voice. Like, that would be a huge medical mystery. You wouldn't want that spreading anywhere. But it was just funny because the news sounded very similar to the news not that long ago when we were all locked down. Oh, Buffy and the other Riley shared a really nice kiss. Like, that kiss was so good. And I love that it happened, like, when they couldn't talk to each other. So I felt like they were both unsure of what was going to happen because this is, like, something that's never happened before. So they just, like, went for it, you know? That's what made the kiss so, like, passionate and nice. I can't think of a good word to use to describe it, but I really liked that kiss. They were taking hearts. So the little gentleman, they were not little, but they were taking the hearts. I cannot stop thinking about this. I know I've literally been talking about them like this whole time, but I just cannot stop thinking about how absolutely horrifying and agonizing that would be to have creatures that look like that break into your room, looking at you like that, you not being able to say anything, yell or anything, and they cut you open while you're still alive and take your heart. Saying it out loud makes it even more terrifying. I think I've said the word terrifying and horrifying about 100 times. But just that idea alone just sounds so dark and twisted and messed up and terrifying and horrifying and scary and all the words. All the synonyms that go with that. I like the fact that these monsters were from fairy tales this time. That's interesting. I don't think they've done that before, have they? Well, wasn't there that Hansel and Gretel episode thing? That is kind of like a fairy tale monster, even though Hansel and Gretel aren't the monsters in the fairy tale, but it was a fairy tale related story. So I guess that's like a thing in this universe, like some fairy tales are based on truth, maybe. I would love to see some more fairy tale episodes, like where the monsters are connected to fairy tales in some way. I think that's really cool. We finally get to the end when both Buffy and the other Riley are patrolling for the same thing, which was going to happen eventually. That inevitably was going to happen, but they ended up in the same house where the little monster people were. I keep forgetting what they're called, and they just ran into each other. Well, kind of. They turned around and there they were. I really liked that reveal. I don't know. I kind of like it done this way better than like them just telling each other, because this makes more sense, like it just happening because they ran into each other. I don't know, I just like it. I like the way it happened. Can't really think of a reason why I like it so much, but I don't know, maybe it's because they get to see the other person in action immediately, or like there's no question or questioning or any confusion around what the other person means. I don't know. Then we got that blonde-haired girl finally finding Willow after being chased down by the gentleman creepy people. And it was revealed that she can use magic too. So that explains why she was like trying to speak up when Willow was during the class, because she also knows about spells and stuff. During the class, during the meeting, whatever it's called. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Well, like I said, I love seeing magic in TV shows. So hopefully now that Willow has a friend, or at least somebody that also does spells and stuff like that, she can, you know, hang out with her and practice more. Maybe we'll get to see them both doing some spells, unless she doesn't come back. But I feel like they introduced her so that Willow would have like a friend, since kind of everybody else, like Buffy has the other Riley, Xander has Anya, and Willow doesn't really have anybody else outside of the friend group, and she kind of needs someone right now, even though she has Buffy and Xander, but she needs to preoccupied her mind, and this is somebody who is interested in something that no one else that she knows is interested in. So she has somebody else she can practice magic with, get better, do spells together, maybe even have her help out at some point if she knows spells and stuff. I don't know. I hope they bring her back, because if they don't, I'll be disappointed, because I'm just talking about how I want them to be friends. Yeah, they had a cute moment at the end where they were talking. She seems really sweet, and she just seems more the vibe I was getting from her is that she was kind of more like shy and socially awkward, which is why she was having trouble speaking up at the meeting. I can't talk. That's what I was picking up from the way she was talking and stuff to Willow and everything. I'm hoping that that turns out to be a really good friendship because I feel like Willow needs someone to practice magic with. Oh my god, I've been talking forever, so let me hurry up and wrap this up. So, real quick, also Olivia at the end did not seem too thrilled about what went on while she was here. I didn't realize that she didn't know about the supernatural world, so I assume that this is like a huge shock to her. Like, it's for something like this to happen as your first experience and actually seeing those things, I think I would be traumatized. I've talked for a while about this episode now, I feel like, and I need to edit it and get it out to you guys in the same day, so I'm gonna go so we can get that done. If you guys liked this reaction, you can leave some likes, comments, subscribe. If there's something I missed or something you want to clarify for me, you can leave it in the comments below. Just no spoilers. And yeah, I think that's it for this one. Like I said before, this was a really good episode. This is probably going to be one of my favorites. I just like the concept of it all. I like the reveals. I just like the whole thing. I liked a lot of things about it. So yeah, I'm excited for the next episode. I think it is Buffy. I think Buffy's coming first. Yes, so the next episode I'll be posting will be Buffy 411. And then after that, it's Angel 111. So we switched back. So I will see you guys next time with Buffy again. See you guys then. Bye.